Special topic. Highlights of Project A1 to build a luxury hotel or resort in the Maldives style on seawater or freshwater in the Maldives in Thailand Project Phase 1 project. On the Area 1. Project M1, on land next to the sea, Khun Thian District, Bangkok. 2. Project M2, on land next to the sea, Pakong District. Chachoengsao, which Project M1 and M2 were built next to the sea in the upper Gulf of Thailand, known as the bottom of the bay. 3. Project M3, on land adjacent to freshwater, Bangkok District, Phra Nakhon Si Ayutthaya, and the topic of why is the Maldives in Thailand Project Phase 1 by Vicharn Group is therefore different from Maldives in the Republic of Maldives at the Indian Ocean. Special topic on highlights of Project A1 to build a luxury hotel or resort in Maldives style on sea or freshwater in Maldives in Thailand Project Phase 1 on Area 1. Project M1, on land next to sea, Khun Thian District, Bangkok. 2. Project M2, on land adjacent to the sea, Pakong District, Chachoengsao, where Project M1 and M2 are built next to the sea in the upper Gulf of Thailand called the Bay Bottom and 3. Project M3, on land adjacent to freshwater, and why Maldives in Thailand Project Phase 1 by Vicharn Group is different from Maldives in the Republic of Maldives. 1. In regard to wind waves, water waves and storms, where Project M1 and M2 do not have strong waves or tropical depression, or tropical storm, or typhoon severe or damaging, because 1.1 not in the deep sea or the open sea, only M1, M2 adjacent to the sea, that is the upper Gulf of Thailand, not in the open sea. Point 2. In the history of the past 60 years to the present, only the damage caused by the storm that did the most damage, only 5 times that occurred in Thailand. Source of information: https://www.onPro.com/p/typhoon-th-top 5. Mostly occur in the middle and lower Gulf of Thailand, from Champon to Malaysia. Therefore, there was never a history of severe events or storms, or known as tsunamis, never happened in the upper Gulf of Thailand in the area of this M1, M2 Project 1. 3 especially during the monsoon wind from the sea outside, most of which pass from Vietnam when the monsoon winds pass before reaching the Gulf of Thailand. Strong currents of wind and sea waves will weaken when passing through the northeast first. 2. Measures to prevent flooding in the M1, M2, M3 projects at all, although there may be seawater or fresh water flowing into the project lands. When you have to turn on the water as needed or according to the needs of the water supervisors, the door to close open the water will have a net to prevent garbage or aquatic animals from entering and exiting because of 2.1. There is a rock dam with plastic sheets to prevent seepage from the outside along the line adjacent to the project to prevent seawater or fresh water from flowing across the stone dam. 2. If seawater or fresh water outside tends to be high, the project management has set up a solar-powered machine that works 24 hours a day to suck seawater out into the sea, in the case of M1, M2, or if there is a flood overflow. Fresh water can be sucked out to nearby canals, case M3, in a timely manner. The project management is aware and concerned about flooding from external water and preventing water flowing into the project's land in the first place. 2.3. There is a surveillance and warning system. There is a system to display the water level and alert the water level in the project monitor sensor to the water level monitoring center of the project and to the mobile of project staff and executives. That can cover the operation of the pumping machine from the mobile as soon as there is a mobile notification. 2. For if the water outside starts to rise, for example, seawater or fresh water increases, the level will begin to rise beyond the stone dam, whereas the Vicharn Group is currently a business operator in 1. Digging 2. Filling and 3. Adjusting the land in relation to making soil, sand and stones. Therefore, they are ready with both people, machines, and experience, so they have the ability to make stone dam as high as they really are, and to suit the water level outside. It can also add stones to prevent outside water from flowing over the dam at the original level, and made it difficult for outside waters to overflow into the internal land. 2.5 The rock dam level of the M1-M2 project may not be much higher than sea level. Because they want to preserve the marine scenery and in front of the stone dam, there will be an artificial beach for swimming or doing activities on the beach. The M3 stone dam is as high as the last flood level. 2. 6. In the case of M3, the rock dam may not be able to increase in time. Because the water from the north came quickly, the project therefore has measures to prepare a water suction machine to fight the inflow of water. In this regard, the project manager will prepare water extraction machine more than at M1-M2, because what happens at M1-M2 generally, the sea level gradually rises. So there is time to prepare to increase the height of the stone dam, or when there is a wave and the water overflows over the dam. And pumping out can be done leisurely. 3. When there is no water level problem because of good management and preparation beside the dead end. The project is able to control the water level at the aggregate water source. Therefore, all buildings built on water will not have to lift the building or move the building to escape the water in any way. 4. Water quality maintenance in collective water sources and wastewater treatment. 4. 1. There shall be no dumping of garbage, sewage, or wastewater into the water pool or in the central water source of the project. The project will be assigned to residents or business operators or services. On water, seawater or fresh water. Do not pour wastewater into the central water source, and including customers who come to use the service, the operator must notify the customer and ask for cooperation. If there is a violation, there will be fines and additional measures if not cooperated. 4.2 There is a modern and efficient wastewater treatment pond and wastewater quality improvement, according to the requirements of the government and the Ministry of the Environment before being discharged to the sea or nearby public canals. 4. There will be an external companies. The water environment consultant will come to check the water quality in the pool or central water source of the project and issue a certificate every 3 months to be displayed on the website of the Sun Academy, TSA, next time every time. 5. Every 3 months for 1. Cleanliness and hygiene. 2. Safety. 3. Save the environment to coexist happily, safely, and protect the environment as well. The project manager will send officers to inspect every building. All water sport equipment water play with suggestions for improvement. Then send documents to visit and advice to entrepreneurs by free of charge, and the project administrator will reward the informer if there is a violation. The list of informants will be kept confidential. 6. Residents and entrepreneurs in floating hotels or resorts are confident in their safety from 6.1 At M1, M2, seawater will rise gradually or not abruptly, which can do additional dams or M3 project. If the Thai government completes the flood prevention project in 3 years, the project will not need to increase the height of the stone dam anymore. 6.2 In order to prevent danger from playing in the water or falling into the water, it is determined that the total water source will not be very deep, where the building built on the water will have an average water level of only 1 to 1.20 meters, except for water players that require deep water. 6.3 No water criminals such as robbery from boats or crime, because within the project area is safe. There is a fence around it, and there is a closed-circuit camera, CCTV, using solar energy, and security guards in the central area 24 hours a day. 6. For no scary reptiles or aquatic animals that can harm humans. Because it is a closed area, not open area, it's not an open sea or a public canal flowing through it. Therefore, there are no scary animals such as sharks, stingrays, snakes, electric eels, jellyfish. The project management will select aquatic animals to breed in the central water source, to release freely and prohibit anyone from releasing aquatic animals. If releasing aquatic animals to make merit, the project will have another small pond that is suitable for releasing fish in particular, along with the prohibition of fishing in the project as well. 7. Because Project A1 to build a luxury hotel or resort in Maldives style on seawater or freshwater of Maldives in Thailand operated by Vicharn Group and the Sun Academy, the building of the hotel or resort is not built on the high seas or on government land, but it is built on the land of the investor or on the land of the Vicharn Group, so there is no need to pay construction fees and annual fees to the government to build on the sea. 7.1 In the next 20 to 30 years, the interior of the island will not submerge in seawater, but being surrounded by a stone dam. This will cause the area inside the rock dam to become a paradise island. Therefore, inside the island there will be a canal system like the Netherlands and Venice, Italy. It is expected that the island that arose from this speculation. The island is probably not very far from the mainland. 7.2 And there may be use of flat-bottomed boats like boats across the island. The Vicharn Group will consider selecting private individuals to hire boats to transport goods, people, and cars from the mainland to the island. 7.3 If in the next 50 years, this may not happen, if the seawater outside the dam higher than the internal water level by more than 1 meter. If it is necessary to adjust the internal and external water levels to be equal. It's a hypothetical unlikely to happen. In fact, it is surrounded by a stone dam with special plastic to prevent water from leaking. Both water is pumped out to maintain the water level inside. Vicharn Group has a solution to the problem of drowning the building, where the house or building, which does not have weight exceeding its lifting capacity, hydraulic building lift boat. For hire to lift the building, then connect the poles to the building or building poles. The construction of the pole would not be difficult, or the entrepreneur can do it himself if sounds it convenient. 7.4 It can be raised 1 foot at a time for connecting poles in order for the level of the building to be approximately equal to the level of the water outside the stone dam. Vicharn Group will consider selecting a private entity that has a hydraulic lifting boat business, hydraulic, to be hired to lift the building. Then connect the poles to the building or building poles. The construction of the pole would not be difficult, or the entrepreneur can do it himself if sounds it convenient. 8. In addition, the presentation and planning from items 1 to 7 as mentioned above that is in a normal state by seawater or freshwater with levels rising gradually. The Vicharn Group reserves the right to act and may not be able to do all matters according to items 1 to 7 in case of, if it is an abnormal condition due to flash floods or storm conditions exceeding 75 kilometers per hour, it may not be possible to prevent it in time. But it wouldn't be too serious in that emergency situation. 8.1 By the way, there is a solution that can be done. That will depend on how much water is pumped outside and how strong the stone dam is, and can prevent outside water from flowing into the interior, less than the flow in or no water flowing in at all. But the most certain is the water situation inside the stone dam. It's less severe and appears to be safer. Outside the stone dam there was no protection at all. From the above reasons, it is seen that the construction of a Maldives-style luxury hotel or resort in the Maldives and Thailand Project Phase 1 project is therefore more or less different from Maldives in the Republic of Maldives.